Good morning, ComArts, and welcome back. I'm your host, Joe Stegman.
And I'm your co-host, Alicia Drum.
And this is your Morning Cup of Joe.
And today we're back with Miss Montellano, and she's going to be giving us some college tips for what sophomores and freshmen can be doing to prepare.
So, what do you think that underclassmen can do to prepare for college?
They can start working on a resume that will help them once they start applying for college. And they can start taking some dual credit classes and also do volunteer work.
And do the grades that freshmen and sophomores make have an impact later on when they're applying for college?
Yes, it definitely does affect it because it's going to show up on the transcript once a student starts applying for a university. It also determines their GPA and their class rank, so it is important to keep those grades up.
Oh, okay. Do you think that it's important to focus on dual credit and AP classes as a freshman or sophomore?
Yes, it is important because it will give the students more credits in college once they start applying. It also helps them with any extracurricular. It also helps them with NHS and SNHS.
Okay, so you mentioned extracurriculars. How are extracurriculars and clubs beneficial when sophomores and freshmen want to apply for college later on?
It offers more scholarships if you are involved. It looks really good on your application because the colleges can see what you're involved in and what kind of character you have. So it is important to do those extracurricular activities.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I think that's all the time that we have. Make sure to go visit Mrs. Montellano's room. It's upstairs, right next to the elevator. Thanks a lot, and I hope you guys have a good day.
Bye. Bye.
Hey, Jared, I would really like to go to college, but I only have $1. How am I going to pay for it?
You know how you can save that money, Daniel?
How?
Come to Advanced Academic Night on November 13th at 6:30 in the Taft Cafeteria, where you can learn the benefits of on-ramps, dual credit, and advanced placement courses. See you there.
We're working on the cultural unit right now, and we're trying to get the concept of diffusion and how cultural traits move around the world. Each student got a country, and then they would pick a specific cultural trait, and they had to produce an artifact that would represent that particular country.
My subject is a Grebo mask, and I chose it because it has a lot of spiritual meaning to the Kru and Grebo people in Liberia. Liberia is the home of the classical African mask, and the Grebo mask, which is made by the Grebo and the Kru people, it's incorporated in their festivals, funerals, dances, rituals, and their masquerades. So it's a part of their celebrations and their everyday life.
They related it back to the country and why that cultural trait is important to this particular country and its overall culture. And then they would explain different types of diffusion and how this cultural trait may have moved across the world and has it been adopted by other people and in what ways and things of that nature.
The cultural trait that I chose specifically was Lucha Libre. And I chose that because it's a really big part of my family history. Some great-great-grandparents of mine, they were twins. And they decided to get into the business of Lucha Libre. And they started a tag team called Los Toros. But the family rule was the only people that were allowed to wear those two masks were twins. So from generation to generation, it went from set of twins to set of twins to set of twins until 1999, but unfortunately one of them did pass away, so they couldn't be the tag team that they were supposed to be. It was discovered that I look almost identical to my uncle, and so it was decided within the family that once I turn 18, I'm going to be my uncle's tag team partner.
It gives them a chance to actually immerse themselves specifically with the culture itself. They're dealing with something hard. They can feel it, they can touch it, they can see it. And I think that helps with the process of learning and how we all do things differently.